Biltong recipe a la Maybury's. Here are the ingredients. Here we need a fucking chunk of meat. We need, this has been specially prepared by Evergreens for us. It's called Biltong meat, but there isn't a cut on a cow called Biltong, so to you, everybody else it's Silverside. I mean, that's a guy, first world problem. Find a piece of meat like that in London without having to mortgage your house or sell your body parts. Some brown spirit vinegar. And we have premium soy sauce, whole black pepper, very salty sea salt. Some, doesn't have to be very expensive, red wine. Of course, Jack Daniels, nothing will be right without Jack Daniels. Then we have some oyster sauce, Bunny's brown suiker, a clunk of coriander, and a crunchy up thing called a Morrison pestle. Here's the one I prepared a bit earlier. 1/3 black pepper, 1/3 crunchy sea salt, 1/3 coriander seeds, and so half a cup of each, and 1 teaspoonful of brown sugar for each half cup of each. Grind it. So dry ingredients to one side. This is half and half vinegar and soy sauce. The flavory bits in the secret sauce, the secret ingredients are about that much oyster sauce, about that much red wine, and about that much Jack Daniels sauce. Let's do the time lapse again. So now we have the dry ingredients and we have the wet ingredients. Now it's time to prepare the meat. So the continuity producer of this video is Kak, because my glass doesn't go down. I keep drinking and it's always full.
Postman.
Hold on, the producer needs some.
Thank you.
There you go. Right, here's where I differ from a lot of recipes you find elsewhere. You need to clean the meat with some vinegar.
How much vinegar?
Enough vinegar to cover the meat. And then do a time warp again. A Maybury deviation on what you find on the internet. So we have wet ingredients in the one. What's the dry ingredients? Here we go. Dry ingredients in the other. It's usually about half of that's enough. And we take our cleaned meat.
Don't use all the meat, just a little bit to show.
Rub it in a bit, especially on the fatty parts, because I like the fatty parts. So does Bunny.
That's why I love you,
So you
darling.
don't have a choice. You got locked down fatty parts.
Some more than others.
So that's all.
Lots of sauce, please. Lots of sauce.
Yeah, just wait. I'll do these 3 parts first.
Thank you. I can only hold the camera that long.
Right, here we go. Do that. A lot of people, what they do at this point is they leave it soaking and they do all sorts of stuff. And this is the boundary method of not getting the meat horrible all the way through. If you soak it too long, it goes brown all the way through and it doesn't look like
It loses flavor because then you end up with a vinegar.
You just taste whatever that is. It's not I think, it's not an addition to the taste of the meat. You don't taste the meat, right? So that's that. And what I would do is pour some of that over there, but I'll wait until I finish all the rest first. So. Right, so. Maybury deviation number 3. Some people say leave that for 2 hours, leave it overnight, leave it whatever. There's a specific time that you have to leave it. And the specific time is, you need to put this to the side. Shush.
No, I'm just looking at the mess.
Shush.
That's all.
Shush, you're coming into it. No, don't worry. So, you have to leave that soaking there exactly enough time to let the producer of the video clean up and you drink a glass of wine. The producer has cleaned up and the wine was finished. Time to hang.
Where's mine? Mine's fine.
Yeah, it's still okay. So, time to hang it up. Stop. So, with those of you with a mellower Biltong King, I reinforced this one because they're a bit plasticky and they come apart. So to stop it coming apart, I put a bit extra stuff in there. And on the bottom, like a budgie's cage, we put some silver foil so it makes it easier to clean it.
With a special rim that you make?
Oh, the rim. You like rimming?
Yes, I do.
So with that, that's that. Then, first world problem, Gary. When you come to having to heat the thing up, we don't have to do that here because it's 28 degrees today. But you can see there, it's the other way around she's looking for. You can see that that is a high quality pick and pay. 28 watt bulb. I think it's halogen.
It's 28 watt, 2040 volt.
240 volt.
240 volt. I
That's
don't know
to
what that
stick a
means.
finger in and go.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
We don't use it, throw it away.
We don't need that, so we don't do that. So here we are, ready to hang it up.
Oh, it smells beautiful, so by the way.
This batch is getting treated like a king because we're going to take videos of it as it goes. And it's allowed to be inside. It's not kept in my Biltong hut, which is the laundry.
It's the only reason it's allowed into the kitchen.
We have a laundry.
It's half laundry, half your workspace.
Okay, no, hobby room laundry.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Thank God you've got a hobby called Biltong making.
Stop. Right, here we go. Ready to hang up. Oh, let's put a lump in there. Give it a little bit at the top. Make sure it doesn't touch the bottom. And always put the thickest piece of the meat at the top. And in it goes. There's one. That one's actually touching the bottom a little bit, so I'll rehook it. There's one.
So Gary, get meat that's long enough to touch the bottom.
You are cruel.
I know.
Okay. This is meat. Remember meat. Last clip. This lid on the top. Switch on. Come right here, Donna. All that's left is for the producer to clean up the mess that I've made. And then we're done. And we'll be back.